What happens when a lifetime of repressed generational trauma, fame-adjacent family secrets, and complex sibling dynamics are dragged into the absolute, inescapable forced proximity of a massive, alcohol-fueled cliffside mansion party, only for 24 hours of escalating tension to culminate in a literal, consuming wildfire? In Malibu Rising, the masterfully layered historical contemporary fiction masterpiece by New York Times best-selling author Taylor Jenkins Reid, listeners are treated to an absolute masterclass in domestic psychological drama, rich celebrity world-building, and profound emotional angst. The narrative zeroes in on Nina Riva, a fiercely resilient, heavily guarded supermodel and surfer who has spent her entire life building an impenetrable wall of maternal responsibility to shield her three younger siblings from poverty, their legendary father Mick Riva's systemic abandonment, and their mother's tragic downfall. Nina's meticulously structured defense mechanisms hit an absolute wall on the hot August morning of her annual end-of-summer celebrity bash in 1983. Freshly abandoned by her famous tennis pro husband, she is forced into intense, localized close quarters with an influx of uninvited Hollywood elites, old flames, and predatory media parasites. As the hours tick down, the Riva siblings navigate their own deep-seated crises and sharp-witted verbal bickering. Her surfer champion brother Jay is hiding a critical medical secret. Her photographer brother Hud is trapped in an agonizing romance dilemma involving Jay's ex, and her youngest sister Kit is wrestling with her own unvoiced identity. The explosive undercurrent of raw emotional chemistry and hidden rivalries reaches a boiling point when Mick Riva himself breaches their secure perimeter, forcing his children to confront decades of institutional family neglect. When the hedonistic crowd completely breaks the boundaries of her home, Nina's lifelong compliance shatters, unleashing a fierce, hyper-possessive protective frenzy to safeguard her siblings' emotional survival and her own autonomy. She abandons her role as the passive martyr. Using raw resilience and hard-won personal clarity, she locks down a brand-new future for her family, transforming the literal ashes of her burning mansion into a definitive shield to protect their collective healing from the ghosts of the past. The audiobook experience transforms this fast-paced, multi-generational saga into an absolute white-knuckle, addictive auditory ride, utilizing a top-tier solo narration performance that flawlessly pairs Nina's proud, bittersweet resilience with the deep, complex internal struggles of a family under the crushing weight of fame. Seamlessly blending a ticking clock countdown, heavy psychological domestic strain, and a sun-drenched vintage 1980s California aesthetic, Reid delivers a powerhouse narrative of passion and redemption, proving that when a truly resilient woman claims her own life, she will gladly let the old kingdom burn to keep her inner circle safe.